that's why I hate the church, is because they're sitting here trying to pair people up with the wrong people, like guys that shouldn't be doing it. It's bad on both sides of the church. Fuck the church. They really ruined everything, honestly. Like they fucked it all up. But I mean, that's just what happens whenever you let feminism has taken over the church. It's like I've taken over government. It's taken over everything. We always hear this is a patriarchy. It's a patriarchal society, dude. Women are fucking destroying men. Like, if I ask y'all right now, what is one privilege that fucking women have, or that men have that women don't? What is it? Can you think of one?
Safety.
No, even men aren't safe. If you look at statistics, men are more likely to have a violent attack against them. And it's just, I would tell a guy to not walk down the street in Deep Ellum at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, just like I would tell a woman not to do it.
Yeah.
It's not safe for either one of you. Like, neither one should be doing it.
My stance on feminism is not popular in today's society at all, because I am definitely not a feminist. I didn't raise my girls to be feminists, but I do think I was raised different, and I know I'm privileged in that way, so I'm just going to throw that out there. You don't have to hate on me. I know I'm privileged. My dad and my mom are still together. They've been together 55 years.
That's amazing.
My grandparents were together 70 years, and I'm come from a lineage of married people. We respect that. My mom stayed home with me and my brother. My grandparents stayed home, and I stayed home with my kids. I took a major pay cut, and I've had to work my ass off now that I'm single, because I lost 18 years of career development. And that is the kind of stuff that women, these 20-year-olds that we're saying are fucked up, I agree that a lot of them are. But we also have to understand, we're asking women to take that risk. You're not taking a big risk. You're still working. Mm-hmm. You're still working on your 401k. Mm-hmm. I went home to homeschool my kids when they needed it, to be the Girl Scout troop leader, to do all the shit that everybody...
Yeah, and you lost your career in
I
response,
lost everything. Yeah. And so when he decided to be whatever, we won't get into it, and I had to stand on my own 2 feet.
You were screwed. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't, because I still had an education, and because I picked myself up, and I have a tribe of women and men behind me that help me push forward. I don't like these conversations that don't end in a solution.
Yeah, so I agree. So, like, for me personally, with my relationship with my girl, like right now, she's sitting there doing schoolwork at home because she's getting her nursing degree. She's about a year away now, and like she already had her bachelor's before we even got together, but she went back to school to get her nursing. And like the thing is, I fully want to do whatever I can so she gets that nursing degree. I want her to have that backup, so if anything ever happens, she can go still make money doing something, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, and that's the problem, is like a guy might put you down in the house, but he doesn't help you have a backup plan. He doesn't help you have maybe a side gig, or help you have a degree, or help you have something, so if something does go wrong, you can fix it. And this is, like, guys are so scared of fucking marriage because they don't want to get hit with alimony and all that shit.
No, they don't get that in Texas anyway. Trust me.
Oh well, they do, but it's based off of the income. But like we said, women
don't.
It should.
No, they don't.
That's a shitty lawyer then, because and like here's the thing though, I push for prenups, and the whole point of a prenup isn't so the judge makes the decision; it's so y'all make the decision.
100%.
So like if we have prenups. But that's why you should have had a prenup, though. Like, everybody needs to do prenups today.
We didn't have a prenup because we met in high school.
I know,
college.
but that's the problem. But we need to start. It needs to be mandatory. We need to start having mandatory prenups, because the judge should never be fucking decided. It should always be based off what those two people decided beforehand and what is best for them. Because everybody's life is different.
But this goes back to what I said. That's why I do not agree with the women not working if you're in a relationship and the man is the sole breadwinner, because
something
honestly,
bad can happen.
That is too much power to have over one person. And in your situation, and I'm sorry to hear that happened to you, but that's a prime example of why.
When there is 1% of men that are possible to be good men, this is what happens.
But I will tell you
this is what happens, because most
this.
Men can't do what I'm just told her that I do for my girl.
I don't.
Yeah, most
regret
people.
It.
Yeah, 1% maybe, very small.
I'll tell you, I don't regret it. I would do it all the same way again, because I was able to. What a blessing to invest in my children that way. And my kids, we went through a lot of shit because of their dad. They're solid. They've had trauma. I don't agree fully with women can't get through the trauma, because I think we can. Mm-hmm. But see, there's other women that don't have that privilege, right? Their kids are going to daycare, and that's okay. As long as we're all standing shoulder to shoulder and helping each other raise these kids instead of being against each other. Women are against each other. Men are against the women. Men are against each other. the only reason I'm here and a success and happy and making decent money and my kids are okay is because of the people that supported me and walked me through it. And I think that's why the phones are such a problem. It's not necessarily even the porn, it's the isolation
Yeah,
that
there's no
comes with the
community.
phone.
There's no community.
And we have been able to use, Facebook is a good thing. When I was alone, I created a group for girls that were going to go out and not wait on men because I didn't want to make a bad choice out of desperation and loneliness. It's scary after 20 years to be alone all of a sudden. It's terrifying. And so there's 350 of us on there. You know why there's so many girls on there? Because they're all fucking lonely too. And they're scared to just be friends with people. But if there's a forum where I'm like, I want to be your friend, you should join the fly. I mean, every time I go to the bathroom, I get a new fly girl in my group, because we need each other. This world is fucked up. And I hate that we're sitting here talking about this, but we don't. What's the solution? What's your solution?
Well, so like a lot of the girls that come on my show, it's ironic. So a lot of people that come on or that move to Dallas, they're not even Dallas people.
Mm-mm.
Like I've been here my whole life, but a lot of people that end up coming on the show are from some other country, some other state. They moved here for a job or something like that. So a lot of the girls end up becoming friends with other girls on the show because they're like, damn, we like the conversations that were had. We're all kind of the similar girls. We all kind of like have the same thing. We're like, we're not trying to go sleep around and like be hoes and shit. And they're like, damn, we're kind of like cool now because we have the same mentality towards some things, And so that's the only solution is like you said, community coming together, your page and stuff where you try to bring women together. That's the only way is community.
You need generational friends.
Well,
period. Y'all need me.
Yeah.
Your age group needs me.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of shit, but I need her because she still has that sweet, honest, open mentality. She hasn't been tainted by the shit I've been tainted with.
You're probably right.
And so that helps me. Like, that's what I mean. But that's, if you go back, y'all keep wanting to go back thousands of years ago. That's how it was. And when the women were on their periods, they did it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're all going through this together. Yeah.
I mean, everything was together.
Well, yeah, and that's like, I always go back to like, if I was an Indian on the plains of America fucking 3,000 years ago, like some of my fucking grandfathers were like,
shout out Oklahoma.
Yeah, shout out to Oklahoma, yeah. But like if we were doing that, yeah, it was way more communal. We're talking about waking up every day. The women went and did certain gathering and certain sewing and stuff like that. The guys went and hunted, and the grandparents watched the kids. The people with the most patience, the grandparents who've already raised kids, who've already done all this, they were watching the kids all day. Fucking parents were all doing those things. We all came together and did fucking fires and dancing and festivals, and then go back to our huts. We ate together. All of that is gone today. You want to know why we're all so lost? We are more separated than ever. Our phones have made us so distant from everyone else. The path of least resistance is the dopamine right there. It's not communal. And yeah, like that's what makes it so hard. Like it's so hard that it's so hard that every parent has to send their kid to fucking daycare. Every parent has to send their kid to public school. It's not an option. It's not even a fucking option to do something else sometimes.
In a way.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.